Good afternoon, teachers and students. So today I'm going to present the topic about what is a species. It's not simple as you thought. It's so complicated. So here there are some example species. This is animal species. This is fungi. This is actually animal. That's plant. And the top right one is actually Ebola. Yeah. So you see that picture? It's Ebola. Okay, so looks at the definition. So the basic one, it means the distinct sort or kind. The next one, it means the money, like the coin. But for this, we say species without an S. And we can say species with an S if we have a lot of coins, many coins. And for Christian, it's actually the external form of appearance of the bread or the wine, which I'm not really sure because I'm not a Christian. And it's also the name of a film in 1995, which that's the picture. You can watch it. It's about the alien invasion. And now, the one that I'm going to elaborate on is the biological definition. And for this, always say species with the S. One species have S. Okay, so let's start with the main thing, like how scientists classify the things. So we start with domain. Domain is like the big thing. And then kingdom. And then phylum, class, order, family, and genus and species. Each category, we're gonna share like the same trait. Like for animal, they are all like cannot do photosynthesis, like something like that. And for human, our species is sapiens, and when we give them a scientific name, we call Homo sapiens. So start with genus and then followed by species. Okay, now let's start with the middle school level. What is the species? Species is a group of distinct kind of animals that look easy, right? So you know that dogs and humans is not the same. Like dogs walk on four legs, something like that. But now, look at the picture on the left. Do you think of these 10 things the same species?
Yeah. No.
No, it's not. Like, if it's the same, then I'm probably not gonna put it here. So it's not the same. It looks the same, but they are all different species. So we need something to differentiate it. So we now go into a higher level, the level of genetics. So high school level definition. Species is a group of individuals that have distinct set of genes. So have different genes. So look at the left. Male horse. The horse is different from the donkey. It looks similar, but it is different because of the genes. The horse have 64 chromosomes, but donkey have 62 chromosomes. Now, we ask more questions. If horse and donkey breed together and get a thing here. Now this is 64 chromosomes, this is 62, then it's add up and divided by 2, so it's 63 chromosomes. Is this thing a species? What do you guys think? No, it's not. Yeah. We call this a mule, M-U-L-E, mule. It's not a species. So what do we call them? We call them just offspring, like something. Why does it not a species? So let's look at the college level definition. So some scientists also refer to this as a biological species concept. So we say that group of individuals, species is group of individuals which can interbreed and produce a fertile offspring. The mule cannot breed with the mule and get the next generation, so the mule is not a species. And most people don't know that. This definition is based on Ernst May's, which is like one of the famous biologists in the 20th century. There is some further problems, like for plants. Most plants can breed with each other, like even they're so different. And the next generation still can breed, so it's pretty hard to tell about the plant. So there are a lot of hybrids, like orchids, something like that. And for human, this is Neanderthals. Neanderthals, like it is like the past version of human, and then we developed from Neanderthals to modern humans. The question is Neanderthal and Homo sapiens, like the modern humans, is there like different species? What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are different. Why? Like we don't really know. Like we cannot make Neanderthals and humans breed together. Like it's impossible. So actually, we go to the PhD level. So to define a species, we need a lot of concepts. So one concept cannot define everything. So we use everything all together. So first, who names the thing first? Win. Like if I say this is the definition that I'm going to use and it kind of makes sense to many other people, then he's win. Then that thing got a name. If there's some disagreement, it's gonna go to the council, and I'm gonna introduce you to the council later. So now let's see some other species concept. This is recognition species concept. It means that like two species can recognize each other that they are the same and they breed by themselves naturally. Like the horse and the donkey, they're not gonna breed naturally. It breeds because humans force them to. So that's gonna break like this concept. The next one is phylogenetic species concept. This is for like the evolutionary biologists. So they think that like okay, here. So A developed to B, developed to C, developed to D. A and D might be distinct, but A and B is not distinct enough to separate the species, so it's hard to say like the baseline to cut whether it's a species or not. Phylogenetic is like look at the evolutionary. So if they have like the same ancestor, they are like the same species. Phenotypic is like looking at morphological. So it's kind of this thing. So the species here differ from here a little bit, and this differ from this a little bit, and then it's go in a circle, and this differentiates a lot. So this two is definitely like a different species, but we cannot really tell like in the middle. So it's pretty hard. So there is no like precise way to define a species. The best one is like they cannot interbreed with themselves. So like most of the problems when they arise, they're gonna go to the council. So the Catalog of Life is the online council which have the names of all the species. For animals, if you have a problem, you go to that thing. International Commission for Zoological Nomenclature. For plants, go to there. For fungi, go to there. And for virus, go to there. I'm gonna elaborate one thing. Virus is not a living thing, but virus have a species name. Virus is not a living thing because virus depends on another animals. Like they cannot reproduce by ourselves. They need to be in someone's body or something in order to produce. And this is my reference. Thank you for listening. Any questions?
Any questions?
Wait, what was not a species but not? Wait, what was a species but not a living thing?
Virus.
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 Yeah.
Oh, virus.
Ebola. Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah, virus. Virus, you just say it's like just a particle. It's not living things.
Is that it? All right. All right.